Hell's Kitchen at night, shadows lengthening over the rooftops as the city holds its breath. In the darkness, a legend rises, the man without fear. This is Daredevil, the blind vigilante who stalks the alleyways like a living blade of justice. And tonight, a new chapter begins. Guest starring Khazar the Great, a wild force from the untamed unknown, crashing into the grime and steel of the city. Marvel Comics presents the raw, street-level pulse of danger, where every corner hides a threat and every heartbeat could be the last. Daredevil steps forward into the storm, fearless and ready, while the night around him tightens like a trap. The battle lines are already forming in the dark, and whatever waits ahead, it will be met head-on. Hell's Kitchen feels miles away, yet the night is just as ruthless in this foreign, war-torn city. Daredevil stands alone, unarmed, surrounded by shadows and the threat of death.
Take another step and you die.
6 pulse beats ahead, Matt Murdock hears the cold click of weapons rising. Armed men close in, and every sound tells him he's trapped.
I hear 6 heartbeats in front of me, and I know exactly what I'm facing.
It's him, Daredevil, the one from far-off America. The government must be importing paid soldiers of fortune to crush our guerrilla band.
The legend of the man without fear hangs in the air like a warning. Alone in a hostile nation, Daredevil is about to walk straight into danger, and only his instincts can save him. Hell's Kitchen at night, shadows lengthening over the crooked streets as Daredevil finds himself surrounded in the dark. The air is thick with menace, and one wrong move could mean the end.
Before we dispose of him, search him, see if he carries anything of value. It would be a waste of time. His costume is skin-tight. Except for the club in his sheath, there is nothing to search. Impossible. No one would dare invade our hills without money to buy his safety.
Looks like this is your unlucky day, Gunga Din. I'm one of those poor but honest superheroes you read about.
He seeks to mock us. Let us finish him off on the spot.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a Joe with no sense of humor.
Hell's Kitchen at night, shadows stretching across the rooftops as gunfire cracks through the dark. Somewhere in the maze of alleys, Miklos is caught in the crossfire.
Hold your fire, you'll hit Miklos.
Save your bullets, I'll do it for you. Once he falls, I'll be a clay pigeon out here.
Matthew, baby, you've got to move fast.
The night tightens like a noose, and every second closer to silence could mean a life lost. Daredevil lunges into the chaos, racing the bullets in the dark. Hell's Kitchen at night, shadows stretching across wet pavement as a lone vigilante cuts through the darkness. The alley ahead is packed with trouble.
Sorry about that. But I don't aim to make a life's work out of this.
I don't mean to criticize, but you fellas would never make the grade with welcome wagon.
The answer is yes.
Masked fool, you think one man alone can defeat us?
Well, seeing as how you're asking me. Thanks for the workout, group, but now it's time to split.
They stare in stunned disbelief as the man without fear slips back into the night. In Hell's Kitchen, the legend only grows stronger. Then, a short time later, Hell's Kitchen fades behind a curtain of night as a hidden clearing opens below him. A sharp scent cuts through the air, jet plane fuel. That means only one thing: he's found his ticket home.
Only one heartbeat in the area. A solitary guard is near the plane. But not for long. Sleep tight, pussycat.
Daredevil lands at the aircraft and breathes in triumph. If there's enough fuel, he can reach England, and from there hop a transatlantic jet. And just as the question hangs in the dark, the answer arrives. The sightless D pilots by touch alone, feeling the vibration of every needle and dial, while his own uncanny radar sense guides him through the night.
Sly old Stan.
A few hours later, after a smooth landing in Britain, the night air feels colder than Hell's Kitchen ever could. Daredevil moves in silence, concealed and alone, with only a newspaper to guide him.
I'll have to figure out how to pay for a jet ticket. I only had enough money for a newspaper.
His fingertips brush a name that sparks an instant memory: Khazar. Then the page shifts beneath those hypersensitive hands and the story begins to unfold. He reads of savage terror in the British countryside, of wild beasts and a lord of the jungle barricaded in his castle. Khazar terrorizing the Moors. Daredevil refuses to believe it.
Khazar would never intentionally harm anyone. He helped save my life once. If he's in trouble now, I have to know why.
But memory turns darker, back to those first meetings with the untamed lord of the jungle. Daredevil remembers the danger in Khazar's temper, and the raw, explosive power barely held in check.
I do remember how unpredictable he was. What a dangerously explosive temper he had.
And so the gallant red-garbed swashbuckler drifts back into the past, toward those legendary early encounters. In the shadows of memory, a new danger waits to be born. For the benefit of any late-comers, this is how a jungle hunter became a British nobleman. It began on a typical day. Typical for Khazar, that is.
Zabu.
Racing to save his thrashing beast, Khazar charged straight into the plunderer and his cutthroat pirates. The jungle air turned deadly in an instant.
Stop, Khazar, I do not fear you. Look, jungle man, see what I hold above my head.
Suddenly, the jungle lord's saber-toothed companion was caught in a man-made trap. Then the plunderer revealed a silver half-medallion he had carried since childhood.
My father gave one half to me, and the other half to my brother before he disappeared.
That means we are brothers.
Khazar carefully took the broken silver medal from him, then produced the matching half from his own pouch. Together, the two pieces fit perfectly. And so, after the plunderer was imprisoned for piracy, his brother Kevin Khazar came into Plunder Castle, a wild destiny forged in the jungle and sealed by blood. Hell's Kitchen at night, shadows lengthening over the cracked sidewalks as Daredevil studies the paper by touch alone. The report speaks of Khazar trapped in Plunder Castle, with police ready to storm the gates.
Khazar, they're calling him the murderous Midnight Stalker. Something's wrong here.
Daredevil's jaw tightens beneath the mask. Innocence or guilt, someone is lying and the trail is already moving fast. For the man without fear, a friend in danger is a call he cannot ignore.
If Khazar needs help, then I'm going to give it to him. So long as Daredevil is within hauling distance, he's got one friend.
His fingers race across the page, reading the raised ink like a map of fate itself. Then his thoughts sharpen into action. Plunder Castle is half an hour away by road, but not for the devil of Hell's Kitchen.
As the crow flies, no, as Daredevil leaps.
But the article turns darker still. Nearby homes broken into, enormous tiger tracks in the mud and barefoot footprints beside them. The evidence feels too strange to fake, unless Khazar has truly gone wild again.
If he has, then somebody's pushing him to it, and I'm going to find out who.
With the city's night wind rising around him, Daredevil moves out into the darkness, faster than fear, driven by a mystery that could become a massacre. Somewhere ahead, Plunder Castle waits, and so does the truth. Sometime later, the cold English moor spreads out beneath a black, moonless sky outside Plunder Castle. Around the ancient walls, a hungry mob gathers, and somewhere above, Khazar is still holding the line.
He can't stay in there forever, he's got to come out sometime. Look up there at the tower window, I see him. The Olhant Khazar.
Stay back, please. The militia will be arriving in jig time.
It's hard to believe one man alone can hold off an entire village. But Khazar is no ordinary man, and beside him prowls a monstrous tiger, a living nightmare in the dark.
I could have sworn I heard a roar from that tower window. So did I. That blasted tiger must be up there with him.
Inside the castle, Khazar has one advantage. The enemy hasn't stormed the gates yet. But outside, the noose is tightening and every second counts.
Now all I've got to do is manage to get past the crowd and make my way inside somehow.
This is Lord Mayor Honeywell. Disperse the crowd. The militia has arrived.
Hell's Kitchen might be miles from this jungle castle, but the air feels just as dangerous. Around the walls, a hostile crowd gathers as Lord Mayor Honeywell demands surrender.
Lord Kevin Plunder, Khazar. This is Lord Mayor Honeywell speaking. We've surrounded your entire castle. Give yourself up now, before we're compelled to take drastic action. Do you hear me, Khazar?
Blimey, I'd like a look at that Khazar bloke, I would. I feel a bit sorry for him myself. I'll wager the blighter doesn't even know what he's doing.
There at the window, Khazar appears wild and defiant against the light. His answer is not surrender, but a warning from deep within the castle.
Go away, Khazar has done nothing. If you attack the castle, Khazar will fight. Many will die.
That sinks it. Khazar doesn't even know how to lie. If he says he's done nothing, that's good enough for me.
The crowd surges as an unseen rescuer swings in from above. And for Khazar, trapped between steel and stone, hope arrives on a rope just before the next blow falls. Hell's Kitchen feels far away, but danger stalks this wild, shadow-choked battlefield. Blind Daredevil strains toward a tall tree, judging the distance by instinct alone.
I know there's a tall tree ahead of me. What I don't know is, will my cable reach it?
Somewhere beyond the darkness, Khazar is under siege by an entire regiment. Daredevil throws his luck into the wind, determined that his fearless ally will not face them alone.
Khazar must be mad. He can't fight an entire regiment.
And he won't have to if his fearless friend can help it.
A figure points through the trees, and suddenly the soldiers spot the crimson-clad intruder. The night tightens around him as every gun turns in Daredevil's direction.
Look over there, a costumed man. It's Daredevil. Halt, no one may get through our lines. We have our orders.
The rifles rise. The soldiers prepare to unleash a deadly volley, and Daredevil makes a desperate choice with a heartbeat to spare.
They're preparing to fire, but I've got to chance it.
Hell's Kitchen at night, shadows stretch long and cruel as the city holds its breath. Somewhere beyond the police barricade, trouble is already stalking its prey.
I did it. I'm past the police barricade. There's no doubt about it. All Matt Murdock must have a fairy godmother watching over him somewhere.
From here on, getting inside the castle should be a lead pipe cinch. That is, provided my little Billy Club cable stays in one piece.
You turn against Khazar too.
Turn against you. Hold on, Jungle Man. You're not reading me right. You're in big trouble, mister. That's why I'm here.
You lie, you come to capture Khazar.
His pulse is racing now. He's about to strike. Just above him, another sound rises through the darkness, the deep-throated growl of a tiger.
I'm right on target.
Hell's Kitchen at night, the shadows lengthen like claws across the rooftops. In the heart of the darkness, a wild battle is already tearing the air apart.
Hold it. Listen to me. You're all wrong. I said hold it.
Oh boy, this is all I needed.
Wit surges forward, moving faster than fear itself, every swipe of those claws a deadly promise. Then Zabu is driven back and the fight turns savage.
Zabu, stay back. This battle Khazar wages alone.
Khazar never thought you would turn against me.
I didn't, you long-haired, muscle-bound, tree-swinging lunkhead, but you're making me wish I did.
Khazar fears no one.
Hell's Kitchen at night, shadows lengthening over wet pavement as danger closes in. Somewhere in the dark, a desperate plan is about to collide with fury.
Just between us, fella. I never thought of you as a scaredy cat.
Now there's only seconds to get to the bottom of this. One breathless move could change everything.
If I can just make one phone call, exactly 20 seconds later.
No door can keep Khazar out. He storms forward, hunting the truth, certain the answer is hiding just beyond the next wall.
I'll know for sure if he's the midnight stalker terrorizing the countryside. I'll lock the door behind me and hope it holds.
He's got a hunch and he's following it all the way to the center of the storm. If he's right, the truth is waiting right under his feet.
This is it. I'm right over the spot. Hold it, Khazar. I can prove I'm on your side. No use. He's too angry, too far gone. Can't reason with him.
The jungle law takes over in a cramped city room, rage blazing hotter than reason. One wrong step and someone won't walk away.
Okay, son, follow the leader. All I can do is play on his anger, try to exploit it. Okay, wild man, have it your way. Here's where I finish you off for good. Nobody finishes Khazar. You have betrayed me. For that, you must pay.
In the end, there's only one law that matters to the beast in the dark, the law of the jungle, and tonight Khazar means to enforce it. Hell's Kitchen at night, the black water below the pier swallows the city's glare. In the depths, Daredevil presses onward, every sense straining against the dark.
Oh no, you don't. If I'm hitting the drink, I want some company down there.
Seconds after impact, the cold water closes over him. Underwater, even the man without fear feels the drag of the deep as he hunts by instinct alone.
Underwater, my senses are duller than his. If I don't find what I'm hoping for and find it fast, I'll. Wait, I was right. It's just ahead of me. My radar sense couldn't miss it at this distance.
There it is at last, a hidden submarine lurking like a steel predator beneath the waves. And beside it, another savage presence stirs in the dark.
Just what I guessed I'd find, a hidden submarine. Khazar sees it too. He's forgotten our fight, for the time being.
You're waiting for us below, but can't back out now. It's Daredevil, get ready.
I need his strength to help with this wheel. Can't hold my breath for,
Then, through the crushing dark, Daredevil senses a whisper more clearly than sight. He knows the enemy is near, and the next move may decide who escapes the depths alive. Hell's Kitchen at night, shadows stretching across the alleys as Daredevil closes in on the truth. The trap snaps shut, and the real enemies step out of the dark.
Now get him, he is ours.
But I'm too young to go steady.
You have led me to my real enemies, Daredevil. For this I am truly grateful.
Thanks, guys. It's great to feel wanted.
I'm pleased as punch, Khazar. So how about lending a guy a hand? Thanks for letting Khazar hear that. It sure saves me a lot of explaining.
You shall not find Khazar wanting, my friend.
Daredevil and Khazar together, eh? How kind of you to afford me the opportunity to rid myself of you both at one time. Even though you now know that the plunderer was the real Midnight Stalker, you shall carry that information to the grave.
I had a hunch you'd come across. Nature boy.
Hell's Kitchen at night hangs in a hush of soot and shadow, but far from the city below, another battle rages aboard a pirate ship. Khazar's voice rises through the storm, and the air crackles with suspicion, pride, and danger. That's okay, son. I had my doubts about you for a while also. Hold it, boys. I haven't finished my story yet. His words cut through the night like a blade. The truth is closing in, and the trap is snapping shut around the plunderer's cruel little scheme. Especially someone as clever and as ruthless as your stepbrother, the plunderer. Zob-tepab. Lonk. Not when I have the weapon supreme aboard my ship. Hell's Kitchen at night feels like a jungle of stone and shadow, and in the heart of it, betrayal burns brighter than any torch.
Nothing that lives can withstand the deadly touch of my nerve bolt ray. Just one blast, and I will inherit Plunder Castle, and all the treasure to be found therein.
But the murderous plunderer has failed to reckon with the dazzling, jungle-bred speed of his savage stepbrother.
So that is why you made people rise against me. You wanted the castle and the inheritance of Khazar. You said it, partner. He hoped people would think you were the Midnight Stalker.
Now Khazar understands.
He terrorized the Moors, then hid in his sub, while the trap closed in around them both.
The nerve ray, plunderer, that was a most unfriendly thing to do. My own brother, deadlier than a jungle beast.
And with madness closing its jaws, one final threat hangs over the castle. If he must fail, then they will all perish together. Hell's Kitchen at night hangs under a bruised sky, but here the fight rages far from the streets. On a perilous ship, danger closes in from every side.
You can't evade the ray forever.
Don't bet on it, bad man. Daredevil, duck. On it.
Okay, mister, that's the ball game.
But Daredevil strains through the chaos, sensing the ship lurch beneath his boots. A single misstep has shifted fate itself, and the struggle may already be turning homeward.
The ship, I can feel it rising. We're in luck, Khazar. When your stepbrother fell back, he landed against the control lever, so we're on our way home. By the way, fella, what do your friends call you? Do you prefer K or Zar?